Good afternoon. I'm Thad Kubishak, Chairperson of Human Resources Committee, and I am going to call the meeting to order. Call the meeting to order at 5 p.m. And I'll read through this just for everybody in the audience and at home. Notice is hereby given that a meeting of the Human Resources Committee to be held via remote video conferencing on Thursday, June 4th, 2020 at 5 p.m. The public may listen to the meeting by calling 1-312-626-6799, access code 84210369219, pound symbol. This meeting can also be viewed live on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media, Spectrum Channel 985, and Solaris Channel 3, online at www.wr-cm.org, or via Wisconsin Rapids Community Media's Roku app, and is streamed live on the City of Wisconsin Rapids Facebook page. The meeting will also be available on demand on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media's YouTube channel 48 hours after the meeting takes place. Additionally, if persons would like to provide comments regarding items on the agenda, they may contact Chairperson Kubishak at tkubisiak@wirapids.org before the meeting. With that said, call the meeting to order. Item number 2, discuss and consider approval of health insurance renewal with Aspire Rise for July 1st, 2020. And we're going to have 3 sub-items on here. Health insurance rates will remain the same at $741.74 for a single, $1,496.74 limited family, and $2,142.57 for a family. The next item on our item B, retiree rates are $567.44 for a single, $1,113.86 for a single plus spouse, both Medicare eligible, and $1,324.01 for a single plus spouse, only one Medicare eligible. And then the third item, item C, water and light employee rates are as follows: $756.57 for a single, $1,526.67 for a limited family, and $2,185.42 for a family. Retiree and water and light rates have 2% administrative fee as approved by the council on June 19, 2018. So with that, we will discuss and consider approval of health insurance renewal with Aspire Rise for July 1st, 2020. And is there any committee members that have any questions, concerns? Do we have any background with that, Mr. Mayor? You're in attendance here. Or is there anybody else? What's that? Either Deb or Sue, or, either one, you may comment.
Right, should be each received it's just simply a printout from Aspire Rise indicating that the proposed increase with them is 0%, and then simply stating what the premium rates would be. And so the request is to recommend the renewal with the Aspire Rise and set the same premium rates as was in the last contract year.
And then, Sue, in other words, there is no other options per se. It's either renewing with Aspire Rise plan or nothing or whatever.
Right. I mean, I guess we right. This renewal is going to expire, or the current year expires June 30th. And so we did not look for, this is only our second year. Well, we'll be starting our third year with them, and the recommendation, because of the no increase, was to recommend another year, and we did not look at other options, at least as this summer we didn't. But it might be maybe after this year we might consider that. But at this point, it was recommended to just get the best rate we could, which is a no increase, and keep our premium rates the same.
Wonderful, thank you. Mm-hmm. Any questions, concerns? And for Joe being in the audience, Mr. Zerflu, just so that for a heads up, if you want to speak on something, I'll ask you so that we're not talking over the top of each other, I guess. Mr. Bemke, committee member, do you got anything?
I do have a concern. I will not be voting on this because I am currently on the city's health insurance.
Duly noted. Mr. Zerflu, do you have any questions, concerns on this particular agenda item?
I do not, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Zerflu. With that being said, I will make the motion to approve, and unless the committee has any objection specifically to making a motion to approve items A, B, and C, I will make that motion to approve all three of these at one time.
I'll second.
Motion on the floor to approve items. I always have a problem with this microphone. I think it's all the different microphones. I don't know. Motion on the floor by Kubaschak, second by Zerflu to approve. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, and no nays, but Mr. Bemke is voting in abstention. With that being said, we will move on to item number 3. Discuss and consider approval of dental insurance renewal with Delta Dental for July 1st, 2020. And Sue or Deb, do you have anything with that?
Right, we are self-insured with our dental, but we do have Delta Dental, who processes, or basically is our third-party administrator. According to, if you look on the second page there, according to their estimates, our current premium rate structure would put us right about where we need to be. We could have increased at 1%, which would basically be pennies to premiums, and so the recommendation, though, is to just keep the rates the same and recommend renewal with Delta Dental as our third-party administrator.
Very good, thank you, Ms. Schill. Mr. Bemke, do you have anything? Mr. Zerflu?
Negative.
I'll entertain if there's a motion for approval on this.
I'll move to approve.
Motion by Mr. Zerflu,
I'll second.
second by Mr. Bemke. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, 3-0. Item number 4, discuss and consider approval of updated language to the HR director job description. And I know, Deb, you've got this.
In front of you, I provided you with a different copy that was showing you what we had recommended changing. The original just was the changes. So if you just take a look at the proposed, under the first bullet point, I'm recommending that we remove prioritize and assign work of the department. The department's very self-sustaining. They don't need somebody to assign their work, but continue on with advising and instructing. The next recommended would be around the performance expectations and performance plans, recommending removing that. Next bullet point down, assisting the mayor, department heads. Again, there's not a performance evaluation system in place, so removing that, but yet still keeping them responsible for performance issues, discipline, counseling. And then the next recommendation is around the labor negotiations, and really just removing that position would not be the one that serves as the spokesperson, but would administer the contracts, process grievances, represent the city. So those are the only changes that we're looking at making. So the rest of the document still would remain the same.
Committee members, does anybody got any questions, concerns with Deb, Mr. Bemke? Mr. Zerflu?
No, I don't have any questions.
Mr. Mayor? I guess with that, I had looked at the changes. I agree with everything, so I'll make the motion to approve the updated Human Resources Director job description as presented. Second by Mr. Bemke. Motion on the floor by Kubaschek, second by Mr. Bemke. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, ayes have it, 3-0. We will move on. Thanks, Deb. Update on the hiring status of the vacant Human Resources Director position.
Yes, the mayor and I met with a candidate today that was presented by the Charles River Group. And then on Monday, we had another candidate apply, so I am going to be talking with that candidate next Tuesday. So Mayor and I both feel comfortable moving the candidate that we talked with forward to the committee. And so it's just having a conversation with that other candidate so that we should be ready to move forward, probably not next week, but the following week with the interview committee. And keep moving forward. So we're getting close.
Wonderful. Does anybody from the committee or anybody else have any questions for Deb? Mr. Zerflu?
No, thank you.
With that, there is no action item on that. We will go on to item number 6, update on employee recruitment.
Yes, our design engineer that we had open, we've extended the deadline. We've had a little difficulty getting that position filled. So Mayor did approve a temporary summer intern help position, which we've had historically. And then we talked about the director of the aquatic center. All the positions are staffed. So we're all set and ready to go with that. The street superintendent, the interviews were conducted. I met with Paul and Joe this afternoon, and they are ready to, I believe tomorrow, probably make an offer to a candidate. So that position will be filled. In Parks and Building, the internal posting is done. So we are setting up interviews for next week to talk with, I believe there was 5 internal candidates for that position. So.
Thank you. Any further questions, comments from committee members? Mr. Bemke, no. Mr. Zerflu?
No.
Anybody else? Great. Well, there is no action item on item number 6 then, and the last one I have on here is adjournment. So do I have a motion for adjournment? Mr. Bemke makes the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Zerflu, second. All those in favor for adjournment, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, and the meeting is adjourned at 5:19 p.m. Thanks, everybody, for participating.